Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Alrighty, so today we are doing something a little bit fun. Now, I don't know about you, but I personally really enjoy watching AITAH videos here on YouTube, and this is also a booktube channel, so I figured, why not? Let's combine a little AITAH with some booktube content and just do a little Am I the A-hole book edition. And also, yes, I am wearing my glasses because I need to be able to see clearly to be able to read these. So I'm sorry about the glare, but you're gonna have to deal with it. Oh well. Anyway, let's get on into it. And if you enjoyed this video, then please give it a like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts down below. The first one that we are looking at is Am I the a-hole for not letting my best friend's brother join my reading group? For starters, we're in the same community and live in a dense area, so I see him a lot. His friends are my friends. Basically, I, 20F, and my best friend's brother, 24M, has said some weird stuff to me in the past, hinting at sexual stuff with me, as well as taking credit for an event I organized all by myself, which he did nothing to help at all. Okay, so right off the bat, the best friend's brother sounds like a creep. So, yeah, so sounds like a creep, but let's keep reading. I've started a reading group and he really wants to join, but I and a few other girls are too uncomfortable. Okay. One girl being uncomfortable is already one too many, but a whole group of y'all? Yeah, no, something's wrong with him. Something's wrong with him, like kick him out, keep him out. Some people in the group say it's unfair to not let him in when they themselves have probably done bad to others and would be upset if they weren't allowed in a group of many of their friends because of it. That's a very weird thing to say. That's a weird thing to say. I'm not gonna lie, that's I would feel uncomfortable if somebody said that to me. Like that just sounds really, really weird. He really wants to join the reading group. He's messaged three of us and has asked me twice in real life plus other friends in the group. I've become extremely blunt with him to end conversations quickly and been avoiding and ignoring him more than before. When he's near me, he always has that look that he wants to ask and is trying to find the moment. Am I just too uncomfortable around him and he always says weird sexual stuff? He's done it to a few of us now. I don't know what to think. Am I the a-hole for not letting him join? No. No. He sounds weird. He sounds creepy. Okay, like no, you're not the a-hole. The best friend's brother needs to get over himself. He needs y'all need like mace or something. Y'all need like a can of Raid for him because he just sounds weird. He sounds like a creep. He honestly really, really does. I don't know what else to say other than do not let him in. Like, I know this is from 8 months ago. All these are going to be really old, by the way. But, like, I know for this is from 8 months ago, and I really hope in that 8 months this lady has not let the best friend's brother join because he sounds weird, to put it nicely. He really, really does. Like, ew. The next one is, would I be the a-hole if I asked for my books back knowing they aren't done being read? I lent two friends books 4 to 5 months ago when I finished reading them. I made it known to both of them that I had other friends also asking to borrow the books but didn't need them to try and rush through. About a month and a half ago, I asked how they were liking them. At this point, I already felt like I had given them a lot of time and the books and wanted to give a friendly reminder that I'm expecting them back. All right, that's reasonable. Even for people who like have pretty busy schedules, unless they like make that clear that like, hey, I only have like not enough time in my schedule to read like maybe like 10 pages a week. Like unless they make like that distinction, I feel like, a month and a half. Come on, it's enough time. Like it really, really is. Neither friend acted like they had even started the books. One said she was going to find it to bring on her vacation to read. What do you mean you're going to find it? What do you mean you're going to find it? Like, I'm so sorry. Like, what do you mean? That implies that you lost it. You lost something that's not yours. Oh, get him banned. Get him banned. We don't do that here. Anyway, now I'm kind of annoyed. You should be. You should be annoyed. I think 5 months is more than enough time to let someone borrow a book, especially knowing others are expecting to borrow it. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. No matter how slow you are at reading, if you own the book yourself, it doesn't matter how long you take it. You can take forever. You can take 20 years to read something as long as you own it. But if you are borrowing a book, no, you need to be considerate of other people's time. You need to be considerate of the fact that, like, oh, this is not mine. I am borrowing this from somebody else. This is somebody else's property. I need to get it back to them as quickly as possible. So, like, a month and a half, but especially 5 months, yeah, no. Yeah, no. You would not be the a-hole for saying, like, hey, hand it over. Hand it over. You've had enough time. Hand it over. Also, again, like, what does the one friend mean by saying, "Oh, I'll find it somewhere"? I'm sorry. If I am borrowing something that is not mine, I am putting it exactly visible where I can see it, where it will not get lost, like on my bedside table. It is going to stay on my bedside table because then I will know that it's there. It's not going to get lost. It's not going anywhere. Like, what do you mean you have to go find it? Hello? Hello. Anyway. Yeah, no, not the a-hole at all. The friends are the a-holes. Now, this one, the title just intrigues me so much because it sounds wild. Am I the a-hole for telling my daughter to read less? Brief intro into the situation. My daughter is 22. My daughter's 20. Okay, I don't need any more context after that. Like I thought we were dealing with like an 8-year-old who was just like obsessed with books and it was just like disregarding her homework or something to read more books. Like I'm sorry, that's what I was thinking what we were getting into. But your daughter's 22, a full-grown adult. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. She has a steady but starter job in her preferred field and rents her own place. I'm very proud of her, and she's always been a great kid. She's been back home with us for a few weeks because of the holidays, and I've noticed she reads a lot. She works from home, and whenever she has breaks at work, in between calls, etc., she reads. What's the problem? What's the problem? I'm not seeing the problem here. She reads before going to sleep, not seeing the problem. She reads on weekends, not seeing the problem. She reads on car rides, not seeing the problem here, etc. She spends plenty much all of her free time reading. And God forbid a woman has hobbies. I don't know what to tell you. Like, God forbid a woman has hobbies. She's always loved reading, but she's doing it too much recently. Says who? Says you? Who made you queen? And it's all fiction books. And I, I I can't even get through this because I'm getting more angry. I'm getting more angry because this is so ridiculous. Not one book for her university studies. She's a one-time dropout, trying for a second time now. I get that it's a hobby, but it's basically wasting her time. It's not really going to give her anything. Let me not speak. Let me not curse out this person from this 5-year-old post. Let me not curse out this person because I hate people like this. I really, really do hate people like this who are like, "Oh my God, fiction, reading, you're not getting anything out of it." Yes, the F you are. I'm trying to swear less on this channel. Oh my God, yes, the F you are. Like, hello, if you want to know my thoughts on that kind of topic about like, oh, what are you getting out of like reading and stuff like, what are you getting out of fiction? Go watch my last video. Go watch my last video because that kind of gets into that a little bit. Anyway, I've told her multiple times to waste less of her time, but she always just shrugs it off. Yeah, because you're being ridiculous. You are. Sorry. Yesterday, I was driving her somewhere and we were chatting in the car, and the topic of books came up. She started talking about some fantasy mystery novel, her favorite genre she's reading, and how she basically read all of the good fantasy mystery novels in English she could find. So she started reading ones translated from Chinese. Honestly, work. Good for her. Good for her. Like, we love supporting translated books. We really, really do. I need to read more translated books. I really do. I try not to say anything at first, exactly as you should not. Zip your lip like a padlock. Because she was so excited over it, and I didn't want to ruin her excitement, except that you do. You do, let's be honest. But then I sort of realized I needed to intervene. Why? I'm getting more angry. I can't get through this because I'm getting more angry. This person, this man, this woman, I don't know if this is the mother or the father, like I don't know. I don't know. This person, let's just say this person. I don't want to assume this person is getting on my nerves. They really really are. Oh my God. I started talking to her about how she needs to read less and focus on university more. She tried to change the topic. I pointed out that instead of reading a billion novels each week, she could take half of that time and use it to study for university or for anything else that's just not time thrown away, like a sport, etc. How? is a sport less of a time waste than reading books? Unless it's your job. Unless you're like in the NHL or something. Like, how is doing a sport less of a time waste than reading? Explain it to me like I'm five. Go on. Go on, explain it to me like I'm five. But it doesn't make sense to me why she has to read so much because she's smarter than you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. She's more of she's more of an intellectual than you. Sorry. I'm not telling her to stop reading altogether just to read less. She kept insisting that she doesn't spend that much time reading. She just consumes books very fast, making it seem like she reads a lot. But honestly, that's an excuse. In the end, what happened is that she's now upset and doesn't want to talk to me. Fair. I'm on her side. Her dad thinks I shouldn't be interfering in what she spends her time on as she's an adult, and the dad's right. The dad's right. Like, mind your own beeswax. Mind your own beeswax. Like, what? Even if she is spending all of her waking time reading books, what does it have to do with you? Like, if as long as she's getting good grades in university and like she's like being able to hold down her steady job, what the f does it matter that she's spending all of her free time reading books? But I still think she needed that wake up call. No, you need the wake up call. You need somebody to wake up you to stop being so rude and invasive and just butting into other people's business. But it's been bothering me. Maybe I was wrong and her dad was right? Yes, well, yes, her dad was right. I don't think so. Well, you're wrong. But please give your opinions. Thank you in advance. Now, I am very glad that this up here, the community on Reddit determined that this person is an a-hole because this person is the biggest a-hole that we have seen so far. I'm so sorry. Like, this is insane to me. Like, I can't. I'm trying to curse less on this channel, but just know that I want to curse harder than a sailor right now. I really, really do because this person makes me angry. This person really, really makes me angry because, like, you are so just weird. You're weird. You're a weirdo. I'm so sorry. You are. Let's do like one or two more. And I'm thinking this one. This one sounded interesting to me because this one could honestly go one of two ways. Am I the a-hole for not wanting my son to read an assigned book in school? Now, I say that this one could go one of two ways because either A, the book is genuinely problematic and the parent is like, we don't need to be exposing my child to those thoughts. Or B, the book is like woke, quote unquote, and the mother, father, whoever this is, the parent is like, no, I don't want my child to be indoctrinated with the woke ideology. So like this could go one of two ways. So anyway, so I was looking over the list of upcoming classwork in my son's sixth grade class. There are a couple of book reports that will be due over the next few months. Two I have no problem with. Treasure Island is the first one. I actually read it to him as a bedtime story years ago. And the second is Animal Farm. All well and good, but the third one stopped me cold even though it's beloved by many. Bridge to Terabitha. I've never heard of that. I'm gonna be real, I've never heard of that. I don't like tragic stories, and he tends to be a rather emotional child as it is. I would be equally as aghast at Where the Red Ferns Grow. I don't know what that one is either, by the way, if not more. As a boy, I hated anything with tragic death in it, particularly a child or a pet. It would upset me for days. Now I'm not raising a clone of myself, and I also don't want my son to lack the emotional skills to deal with sadness. Then let him read the book? Let me keep reading before I make any judgment. We did lose an actual beloved pet last year, and I helped him through it. Let me look up Bridge to Tabitha because I don't know what this is. Let me look up the trigger warnings on this. I'll be right back. Okay, I looked it up, so I kind of know what happened in the book. Okay, let me keep going with more context now. But I really don't want him to have to read this book, which I consider misery P, and have to deal with the upset it's likely to cause. The teacher has told me that the curriculum is flexible. I know if I ask her to swap that out for something else, she will and not have much of a problem. But am I micromanaging my son's emotions here? Should I just let him read the book and find out for himself? Should I warn him ahead of time that it's a sad book? Or should I ask the teacher if it would be okay to swap it out for something that doesn't yuck your heart of your body? Oh, that's a weird saying, but okay. I'm not suggesting it has to be sweetness and light. Animal Farm is hardly a story with a happy ending, but I figured I'd throw the question out there and see if anybody had a thought on, oh, for your whatever, FWIW, I don't know what that means. I'm a single parent, so I don't have a wife to bounce the question off of. Okay, so my son is actually doing online classes this year. I'm not a homeschooler or anything, but the elementary school he was at developed some issues of concern, and the school I want him to go to for seventh grade recommended this program to get him where he needs to be for seventh. So there wouldn't be issues with anyone knowing he was reading a different book. Also, I did read him the Harry Potter books, which have two tragic deaths and the death of the Godfather character upset him a lot. We'll circle back to that. Hold on. Though that was 3 years ago. I think what worries him most is the idea that I might die. This is a lot. There's a couple things that I want to touch on with this one. This is a lot more serious than I wanted to get with this video, but oh well, here we are. First of all, the ending. I think what worries him most is the idea that I might die. I think your kid needs therapy. I'm sorry. Like that's not a drag by any means. Like it's not. Like everybody needs therapy to some extent. I just think your kid needs therapy for that. Like that's a lot. That's a lot for like an 11, 12-year-old. That really, really is. Second, I did read him the Harry Potter books, which have two tragic deaths and the death of the Godfather character. I have to say, two tragic deaths is very interesting. Like, it's sad, I guess, in the series, but like to call it tragic, like Harry Potter is your definition of tragic deaths. Okay. Interesting to say the least. Yeah, also I will just say like letting also reading your kid those hateful ass books that have basically every single form of ism and obia in them. A choice, a choice, a choice. Now, on the topic of Bridge to Terabitha, again, I don't really know anything about it, but I looked it up for this video. I'm going to say this. Now, granted, again, like I said, I don't really know anything about this book, but I really think you should just let your kid read it. You really should. You know what? Let's do a compromise. I mean, this is already 2 years old, so like the kid's in like eighth or ninth grade at this point. But like anyway, at the time, I would just say like, you know what? Ask the kid. Ask the kid like, okay, here's the book. Here's some things that happen in it. Is that something that you're okay with reading? And if he says yes, let him read the dang book. If he says no, talk with the teacher to swap it out. Quite on, quite honestly, because like it kind of does sound like the parent. I'm assuming this is the dad. It kind of does sound like the parent is like kind of like trying to uh I don't know, not let his son develop emotional skills to deal with sadness, basically. Like, I don't know, I'm sorry, but like things are sad. People die. Not to be like, who was that, Vanessa Hudgens, but like, yeah, people are gonna die. Like, I'm sorry. Like, like, and it's better to, in my opinion, to like see that happen or in fiction early on so that you can deal with processing it and like deal with it and like develop the skills to deal with it and cope with it early on instead of like being hit with like a real life death of somebody close to you when you're older and like you don't know how to deal with that because you've never had to even conceptualize the concept of death or anything. You've never had to deal with it in any capacity. So like I feel like letting your kid like experience the death of a beloved character in a story is needed for like a developing emotional maturity and stuff like that. You know, when it comes to this topic. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Like I'm not a child therapist or whatever, so like I don't know. But like that's just my opinion. Okay, I feel like we have time for one more, and this one caught my eye because this is just kind of insane, just based on the title. I don't know how to feel about this because it sounds kind of like a Lifetime movie or something. Anyway, am I the a-hole memorizing all the books that my mother had in order to make myself like her? I memorized all the books my mother had on her shelf growing up just to be closer to her. Okay, okay. Being closer and being like her, those are two different things. Like that paints two different images in my head. I'm sorry. Okay. She had this whole library of novels from classics to mysteries, and I wanted to understand why she loved them so much. It started as a kid trying to impress her, but now I'm genuinely into reading, and it's our thing. Recently, she noticed and got emotional, saying it meant the world to her that I cared. Now I'm torn because part of me feels like I've invaded her space, but the other part just wants to keep sharing this connection. It's like I inadvertently built a bridge to her world, but I'm not sure if I've crossed a line. What do you guys think? Am I a jerk here for getting too involved, or is this just a wholesome bonding thing? That's cute. Okay. I went into this thinking that it was something completely different. I was thinking that were going to be like, I want to become my mother. I decorate my house the same way as her. I dress the same way as her. I live my life the same way as her. I thought that this was going to be kind of creepy, but this is cute. I'm sorry. That's cute. That really, really is cute. Like, oh, and not the a-hole at all. Like that's really cute to be like, oh, I want to know why you love these books from when you were a kid, so I'm gonna read them. Oh, and now look, I'm falling in love with them, and I'm falling in love with reading, and now like we can have our own little two-person book club, and it's our little bonding thing together, like parent-child bonding thing. That's cute. I'm sorry, this is cute, and I don't know why this person feels bad, honestly, because like the mother apparently said like, she noticed, got emotional, saying it meant the world to her that I cared. So like the mother seems on board with it. The mother seems like very much on board with it, so I don't know why this person felt bad. Well, we did five. Five is my lucky number, so I feel like that is a good place to end this video on. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts on all of these stories down below. Also, apologize if this video has been a mess, but that is the theme of this channel, to be a mess, obviously, because we love mess. Anyway, I will talk to you guys next time. Bye!